So, at work a couple weeks ago, we were talking about we were talking about bugs, and we started talking about like the Japanese giant hornet. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we were talking about those, and one of the kind of ditzy ladies in the break room, she's like, "Oh my God, do you think one of those could fly over to Washington?" And I was like, me and Daniel looked at each other. We're like, "No, no, there's no way that thing could fly. I don't care what kind of air current it catches. There's no way a fucking bee could fly to across the international time border to Washington. And it's not like it's not like they can hug the coast either. It would freeze." And Daniel's like, "Yeah, helicopters or bees are more like helicopters, and birds are more like planes." I was like, "That's really fucking true." He's like, "Yeah, imagine if birds just had to do a vertical takeoff. They have to flap 15 feet up in the air before they can start moving." It was really funny because he started waving his arms and shit. But I don't know. I really enjoyed that. Imagine if fucking all birds had to literally had to fly in place until they got up 10 feet before they could start doing anything else.
Speaking of bees, did you hear about I-5?
No, what happened?
A truck carrying millions of bees fell over on I-5, releasing all the bees onto the freeway.
Amazing. What part of I-5 do you know?
I don't know. If you just Google bees I-5.
Oh shit, that is awesome. I mean, it's awful, but more on I-5 bees. More on bees. I keep getting emails from ASU talking about how there's a bee threats, and apparently there's lots of beehives and shit or colonies wherever somewhere on the ASU campus. Because I'm always getting emails the bee threat has been removed. Don't go to this part of the campus has been closed off because of the bees. I'm like,
threat has been removed.
I'm not even bullshitting you. I don't.
Roads this morning, some big problems in Linwood
That's one
today.
of the best sentences I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know if I have any of the. Okay, do I have any of the emails? I think I deleted most of them.
The bee threat has been removed.
Hold on, let me pull up my actual email. I'll read you one of them, but yeah, it's why there? I thought it was an accident. Well, not an accident, but I thought it was kind of weird when I got the email. I was like, oh, that's weird. Then this has just been a stray colony or something. And then I've been getting them at least once a week for a month now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you guys.
The bee threat has been so good.
Hold on, let me see here.
Not the bees.
Not the bees.
They're in my eyes.
Not the bees.
Have you ever watched the original Wicker Man?
No.
It's actually really good. It's an actually really good movie.
Not the bees. Ah, ah, ah. Not my eyes.
They're in my eyes.
Let's see. Millions of bees loose after semi-overturns. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
No. Oh. Let's see here. Many of these were killed in the accident. Effort was made to save as many of the remaining bees as possible. Quick! This bee needs CPR!
Roads this morning, some big problems in Linwood.
You know, I was thinking
Semi-occurring bees that overturn spilling.
I think I was talking to someone at work about how bees are they make you a lot of money because you can bring bees to an orchard farm or whatever, release the bees will pollinate. And he told me that, and I was like, I know about this, but I've never how do they get the bees back? What attracts the bees back into whatever you're using? Do you just be all right, there go the bees, have fun with millions of bees for the next 2 weeks? You can't just do that.
They're in my eyes.
They're in my eyes. Oh, they blew a tire. Well, oh my God, 458 beehives. It's about 26 to 36,000 bees were under each truck. My God, so what happened to all the bees? Are they just gone?
I have no idea. Anyone on that must have been hell. Can you imagine, a truck in front of you just crashes, and then a swarm of bees, right?
Dude, I think a swarm is an understatement. Just
Like,
so many.
you would think that it was the end of days.
Yeah, like it's the fucking plague from the locusts from the Bible.
Yeah, like,
We're all going to hell.
the reporters that were there kept getting stung.
Oh man, that's terrible. I've only been stung by a hornet like once or twice. I would hate to be stung like repeatedly.
By a hornet?
Yeah.
I got stung by like a honeybee once.
No, back in my mom's the house before we lived at now, there was like a hornet's nest above our screen door, and it stung me, and I was like, and so her boyfriend, he got a bunch of like hornet killer and just sprayed the fuck out of it. I don't know. Why isn't... Damn. I can't find any emails, but if I get one, I'll send it to you, because it's like the bee threat.
The bee threat has been eliminated.
Right?
That sounds like you're at war with the bees.
I mean, if you were on that highway, you probably were at war with the bees.
Yeah,
like,
no, totally.
Could you
Well,
imagine if, like, the bees got into the cars while people were driving with their, like, this could have been a much worse accident, because what if the bees got in, like, the engine, and then people were, like, had their windows up, and the bees got into the car and started, like, stinging people, so people started crashing.
Like, if there's that many bees, they could totally have gotten into your car with the windows up.
Man, I would have thought that was the fucking apocalypse, like, oh, we're going to hell!
Yeah.
This is the first sign of the apocalypse!
No, that's so like if I had seen that, if I had been there and seen that without any contact, like, oh my god, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
This is end times.
This is the end times.
Looks like I was wrong.
I was optimistic about going to heaven, but not anymore. Man, that's something. I'm glad you told me about this. This is amazing. I'm glad bees have been relevant in my life for the past week. It's been a good week now that I know about all these bee-related incidents. Oh my god.
These bee incidents are really turning it all around for me.
There are so many honey